Okay, so we got to answer back to this joggers scenario. 'Cause Black people have no idea about, like, if we say jogger, it still means a good thing. Like, it's like I was out for a jog. It's like there's nothing, because you're not supposed to understand it as being you went and kicked down a door to rob in the middle of the day, like in that one commercial where it seems like the meme joggers came from. That's like supposed to be a shortcut way of saying nibba. And but then the other one is inadvertently by accident and did not actually, which was riggers, because they were saying who rigged the election of some rigger of the election, riggers of the election. And so they're trying to sell the idea that you're supposed to smell me when I say it's a dog whistle, like ring the alarm, but nobody's interpretation follows through naturally in that sense. And the other one kind of made me laugh though. What are you gonna do about muggles? Because we got to have a word for people that does something repeatedly that we tell them to stop it, that say thank you after, please cut it out, thank you, like you're annoying. And then we come up with the word when we're talking about like muggles. It's like, do you kick muggles? Because, all right, the media is supposed to, is the media the black man's biggest problem or not? Because is it the fact that they are not making us do the things that we need to stop doing, or because they're the reason why we're doing it? They could be the reason why we're doing it, but still, why are we doing it, right? Which is something I have to give credit for, because somebody brought it up. I never even come up with these things. I'm a YouTube connoisseur, and who is Crash City Rockers, Kenny Rogers. Okay, because I just stole. Okay, I just took something, intellectual property. I told you I was just shameless. I have no shame, and I've consumed like everything on YouTube. They can't even copy how much I can remember about every genre of YouTube videos, all the different people that were in the different genres, even the gold mining. Nevada Joe, Nevada Slim, and there's some arcane principles that based in universalities in colloquialism, Nevada Slim, that you got to do your homework. Even I say colloquialism like it's a bad word. It's all about a perspective. And that's enough about that. Respect in a respective way, I don't want to talk about that anymore, But because it's not always a bad reason if I didn't want to talk about something anymore, I guess. It's irreducibly, I can't even talk. I guess that's the black in me. Because I'm gonna fuck it up on purpose. I'm trying to not kick muggles and use their terminology in a way that the media can't get on top of before me, so that they can talk to me in a way that I'm just fucking turn me into Farron Cousins. They think they can make Farron Cousins out of everybody. That's the mistake. You were like, oh, you're so wrong. You're just a dumbass. Like, you might figure out how to do 15-minute cities, but it's not going to work. And they're going to try it anyway. I just told the future. Does that mean I'm the golden guru? Like, everybody has to bring me alms and everything because I just told you what's going to happen in the future. So then when it happens, then you can be like, remember that I'm told you. I mean, they might have something impressive, like it looks like they're getting their shit together, but it's not a sustainable development. Come on, they don't even have, like, there's a battery inside the perpetual motion machine. It's still on the internet. I get the concept. But there's a fucking battery in there. It's like, why? There's no integrity. There's no precedent for consistency in social media. Dang, I didn't know. I don't know. I just found out last Tuesday that it wasn't good to be, that you're not supposed to be a good boy. Because, but not only, it's not really a concrete, substantial arguments against it, other than to the extent that you wouldn't get support from the same interested parties anymore. It's like, what's argumentation? Like, why? Those are the people that, if it would pertain to them, that need to know if why satire is being defined in the FCC courts, and they're stuck, like they got stuck in sand, and they're moving like slow everything, like slow motion takedown. If two people get into a fight and the reverse matrix, like it's like, I don't know if I want to be in this fight. This guy's really like badass. It's just like, but you might see the slow motion takedown in the media. Oh yeah, that's what the Muggles are. That's why they call them the Muggles, because they took time to make a statement that was, what did Stick say? Contextual. That's Terrence McKenna. Contemplated. Complicated. It's a irreducibly complicated moment that they thought that they didn't want to have it. Almost like when people act like they want discovery and they don't actually want discovery because they already has it. Maybe not kick the Muggles. Maybe don't kick the Muggles. Oh shit. It's the fight. A high yellow niggas and some sponsored news against sponsored news. Oh yeah, don't call them fake news or capitulate to the reverse, because then you're like, at least my person that I like doesn't lie or something. Like, they're not fake news. This is the real. No, it's all sponsored. It's just like sponsored. Then you're only afraid that the same interested parties won't come through and like, oh, you have graduated to your austerity, and you're brave enough to get on your knee and say, I matter, and slap your balls, leave your nuts hanging out. It's like you know what I mean? Like they say, it's not, when they say the LGBT community, they're not talking about gay people. So then what is it that they keep getting confused about, and that they got conflated, that they think that gay and pedophile means the same thing? I mean, like, you can say the same thing about the Vatican, but I don't see priest and think pedophile. I mean, if you want to protest, or do you think you have something you could do to just sweep the Vatican away? Just sweep away. Or like, it's almost a thing like a broom has to come through and fucking sweep everything away. Right? It's like overgeneralizing. Who's doing the overgeneralizing? If it's not the media, then you're targeting, and you must be a Taliban, and you're out there like threatening right now with your time And whatever it is that you want to do, forget about that right now. You're an austere Al-Qaeda leader. So it would, by transference and lesser magic, if the implication that by gay and lesbian means pedophile, it's going to be the media. Because you're going to have to keep going over something that you already know, and that's what they do. So they're trying to get you to do the same thing that they do, which is argue sense data and statistics that proves one or the other, and it doesn't fucking matter which one you decide. Whether you want to be a proponent or against, doesn't fucking matter at all. Because, again, who calls them that? Who calls that? It's the, you don't catch them when they say what they mean, what they like, what they prefer, what they prefer to talk about. Okay, it's all the same to them. It's all in their, that's what their predilection, that's what their wheelhouse, and they like to be in their hunting zone, and they like to be in their hunting ground, and they're fucking gonna do this shit every day. If you didn't wonder why and who the fuck would every day keep coming back around and fucking trying to ground the same concepts every day, like reminding myself, you gotta really figure this out. Really, I want to see more from you. Like, you can't just slide by. I want to see more. It's not enough. Whatever it is that they gotta figure out whether or not, there's a problem of stigma and fucking somebody is being, that there's people out there that are right now, they're preparing, like they wouldn't see you killed. They want to go after it because they think that you're this or that. But then you keep saying it though. They say, but they mean something else, and you have to infer. You have to figure out what they mean, or if you know why you would like a guy or why you would like somebody for a reason other than they might sing or have talent or be a good sports person or they could play ball or something. You think that you like them for reasons that's obvious, that they can dance, sing, or play. They might play ball. It's fucking poor. If anybody shows up with any other assets that they have to explain that you might be benefited from, regardless of opportunity cost, and you could manage them or whatever like that, you'd be like, you have to discredit that. So this is all aimed at, it's all just a butter biscuit. It's all from greed. It's not, none of this was anybody's thoughts, and so we're inundated with hyperbole because nobody's thinking the kind of wavelength that they would like to be on. They spell shithole on a whiteboard, on mainstream media, like you're a dumbass. You're just like, this is shithole, and they explain what it meant. Like, you're a dumbass. You don't even think. If the Pope came out on mainstream media and said, if you even like conspiracies, you're a coprophagia. So a whole bunch of people had to go to the Urban Dictionary and fucking figure out how to become a fucking intellectual demon by request, because this is what we like. It's not happening fast enough. It's not seeing enough. Try to turn everybody into Farron Cousins. Like, it's just like you could just develop social engineer, just develop it. It's like, you're not going to be able to, like an experiment about empath, where you drop a lemon juice on top of oil that has pepper. You sprinkle the pepper on top of the oil, and it stays. And then you put the lemon drop, and all scoots off to the side. Like, you're not really physically repulsive like that, because nobody believes that you're like that at all. I don't think you're really like that. But I gotta tone that energy down too, because it could be applied to Karens to know how to drive people, put them on SNAP program, and have them like inches away, like from like losing their goddamn mind. But it's subsidized though.